All right, everybody, welcome on back. We're doing another live video because we're pumping out these so fast that we had to do something. I've got stuff for every class now. Well, not for every class because there's two more I got to work on, but I've got ideas for it already. But we're back on the Necro. I thought I'd never come back to this. Same thing with the Templar. We need a Dadplar. This is a DadCro. All right, we've made a thing. Basically, I figured out how to take... You know, I'm like, is there any similarities that I could have with one of my other characters that work so well? Well, we all know how great Frostagon is. Frostagon is working so well. Do you like the chef's outfit? I know, this guy is retired. Anytime you see in a baker's outfit, that means that character is retired. I don't play him anymore. And so we're bringing him out of retirement. So we'll have to do some fashion stuff after this little YouTube segment. So what I've done is that, well, I started with figuring out, look at this. I know on my one bar, I was going to have Blast Bones, right? Going to have it. Then I'm like, Unnerving Boneyard, going to have that one. That's the damage over time. And then I look, and I'm like, wait, that's frost damage. Huh? You know me and my frost damage. Wait, if I put Unstable Wall and I use my Ice Staff, that's frost damage. If I use Glacial Colossus, that's frost damage. That means I have 3 frost skills. That means that we could use Frostbite, which is from our Frostagon. We could use that. Then I just need a heal. And I'm like, so I'm working on that. That's a stamina heal because that just alleviates, all the Magicka usage that we have. So that works really well. It's very, very strong. Then I said, I asked Pups. I said, Pups, 8 puppies, our friend now. I said, what are the top, damaging, stuff for a Necro? And one of them that he mentioned was the Detonating Siphon. Look at that. I don't even have it all the way up. Yeah, the Detonating Siphon, which basically what happens with this is that it creates like a little beam from a corpse to you. Anything along the beam takes damage, anything at the where the corpses takes damage, and when it explodes at the end and takes damage. So it's like, okay, so we could do this. So I'm like, well, that's my bar. And it's got frost damage, so I'm thinking, well, I can use an Ice Staff, I can use my Frostbite, and I'm going to be heavy attacking. Well, then that just gave us the rest of our build. So just like I actually took this is actually the gear from, I since had to make a whole second set, but I didn't know if it was going to work at first. This is the gear from Frostagon. So it's a Slimecraw medium. All right. We have our Oakensoul ring, just like we added before, set it up. We're using our Sergeant set because that's our heavy attack. All right, so good for all of our heavy attack stuff. And then I'm using Frostbite. What Frostbite does, if you forgot, is it increases the damage done with frost abilities. Saw that we have 3 now. By 8%, increase your damage done against chilled enemies, which happens all the time because of our Ice Staff and our wall. All right, by 4%, and increases the damage done against enemies afflicted with minor brittle. All right, so boom, 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 boom. We've got all of this extra stuff that really works. So when I started to think of the Necro as being a Frostcrow, it all started to fall into place. And I'm like, let's do it. So I put all this stuff on, everything. I am using a Frost Staff. I did switch to doing, instead of the Frost damage the Frost enchantment, I'm using the Weapon enchantment just to see if it works. I might also do that on Frostagon too, just to see what I get out of it. I might switch it back to the frost damage, just because it's really good frost damage. So, just kind of seeing how that goes. But that's really the only kind of change that. Everything else is the same. 64 in the Magicka. We're using the Thief Mundus on here. The food is going to be the same. Witch Mothers, if you've got it. Sugar Skulls. Witch Mothers is really solid. If you've got it and you can make it, the Sugar Skulls in there. will work fine too, if you can afford to make it and everything. You've got Spirit Healer. Someone says, I will run out of stamina, just die. Yeah, that was going to say. Great comment, guys. Guys is talking about if the stamina here, if you run out of stamina a lot, we've got actually a very good, healing there through our Spirit Mender, and our Spirit Healer. You could use that too. Or if you just want to flat out just like regular heal, you could do your Render Flesh with that as well. Reduces a little bit of your healing, but you get a whole bunch of health back in there. So that is kind of a flex spot as well as how you want to do, your healing with that. So there's like 3 options. So I've been kind of just getting used to this because I've been using it lately. So yeah, you could use that. What else? Food. We're still using the tripods are really the best right now. You can see all of my characters in there. All the characters that have them, I mean, everybody's got them. Because you get them free, and we get a ton of them in there. So, yeah. So, we got the food. We got all that stuff in there. Our CP, all right, same as what we had on the other one. We've got Wrathful Strikes. We got Fighting Finesse. We got Weapons Expert. And Deadly Aim. All right. All of that's going in there. All right. My, let me see. Am I missing anything? Nothing really different. For the red CP, Celerity, Rejuvenation, Fortified, Boundless Vitality. The Celerity you can change to something else as well. I just like moving around a little bit faster in the in those arenas. If we want to see kind of a rotation of stuff, you start off with Bob. I call him Bob. You start off with a Blast Bones, set him out there. All right. So I let him just go out there. All right. I put down the tombs. I then put down my Wall of Frost, which gives us a nice little range shield. Then we have another shield because of the heavy attack in there. Love that as well. And then when your corpse dies, I believe that's when you get, yeah. And then there's our beam. Yeah. Love it. 3 just huge hits and stuns everything. Yeah. It's very similar to what you have on your Necro, but you don't have the Frost. So look, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like I said, are there other ways to do this for a 1 barbell? Of course. Yeah, but I love Frost, and I know Frost is the best in here, and so this is really, really fantastic. And I took it through Arc 1 and got through it easily. Yeah. So if you're looking for a Necro that could get you through Arc 1, consider this. Boom, real easy. Keeps everybody there, and as soon as that, you got a corpse, you've got this, and then I start heavy attacking, and the heavy attacks do great damage too, Yeah, a lot of fun and a substantial heal in whichever you want to go for the heals. So, yeah, there you go. So. Awesome, everybody. I don't think I forget. Was I forgetting anything? When I do these quick like this, I feel like sometimes I'm missing something in there. No, I think I get this. Very impressive on work on that. Hey, thank you so much. So we've got now kind of a slate of a slate of builds, and then secondary versions of that exact same build. All right. So the Barkidus is on its own. It has its own special stuff. We've done that. But now we have Frostagon that can translate to the Necro for the DadCro. You've got Fierygon that now can translate into, it's just basically the same stuff as what we put on our Dadplar, our Templar. All right. And then the next thing I'm going to do is that we're going to take basically what is Zynode's Lazy Sork, which is absolutely phenomenal. If you guys don't know Zynode, exclamation point Zyno in chat, go check out the Build Masters. This is like his longest build. Anytime anyone asks me about, what should I do for a 1-bar Sork, I'm like, the best out there is the Lazy Sork. So we'll do our Lazy Sork, the Zynode's build.
No_Lollygaggin shared 100 bits.
Thanks, Lolly.
Testing.
Testing. Yeah, the new bit thing works. So we're going to take that Lazy Sork, and then we're going to translate it to our Nightblade. We were talking about it this morning, and we think the Nightblade, we could have a very similar setup using the same gear. Yeah. Is that what you have? You have the Lazy Bones? Yeah, it's so good. It's so good. It's like, so I'm very, easily saying that's the build that it is, and so we're not going to try to take anything away from Zyno's build. So Zyno's is that build. I might just kind of like explain it shortly in the video and then show how it translates to our new Nightblade. Because we were talking about this morning that we can have that same kind of thing translate. So that means that we would have a dad build for all 7 classes. So we'd have a dad build for all 7 classes. The Bard, Frostagon that translates to the Necro. We have our DK that translates into the Templar. And then we're going to have the Lazy Sork that's going to translate into our Nightblade, our dad blade. So... yeah, so some fun things more to come up in there, but and I do have a new playlist where I'm showing all of the all of the dad builds. So it's a one-stop shop. So you can go and look there on YouTube. Look at the descriptions below of everything. I'm going to include that in all of my stuff, so that you've got a really nice thing to be able to for no matter what class that you're playing, that you've got a whole setup to do EA, the Endless Archive. And so, which everybody's having a lot of fun with. I'm having a lot of fun with in there. So yeah. So thanks everybody for watching. Make sure that you ding the bell, hit the subscribe, do whatever the things and stuff down below. We're doing so great. We are very, 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 very close to actually be able to monetize for YouTube. We're so close. I think we're something like 500 hours away. So I'm so excited. So thank you for all the support. Really appreciate it. Make sure that you comment down below. Really helps the algorithm. I think that's what's been helping us out a lot lately. So short comments saying way to go or whatever, like to build, or just an emoji, and that works out so great. And I always respond to every one of them because I really thank everybody for supporting me over there. So thank you, everybody. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.